Shalom, shalom, it's your brother chazaqkabad once again. I want to just kind of do a little addition to the name and be on the lookout for our video on the name concentrated, because it's long overdue. We're going to deal with that because we have brothers and sisters. It's just it's incredible, the stupidity, ignorance of. I don't fault the common people, those that are not Bible teachers or, scripture teachers. I fault the one who professed to be a teacher, who is in ignorance. It's stupidity. All right, now I'm gonna say some shocking things on this little short video. So please, take it for what it's worth. Okay, this is not an attack. This is just truth. And I have to deal with you according to truth. Okay, now, I want you to see this Bible I have in my hands. It's called the 1611 King James Bible. Let me see if I can put it on the screen so you can see it. Can you see that? It is the Holy Bible 1611 edition. And it is the King James Version. Now, I want you to go to the bookstore. Go to your local bookstore, wherever you shop. I'm not going to do a commercial for them because they're not giving me no money for doing a commercial. But go to your local Christian bookstore or your local bookstore and get a copy of this Holy Bible King James 1611 edition. And I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you that. Because we have brothers and sisters in Christendom, in the Hebrew Israelite community, and we have many different sectors of the Hebrew Israelite community who still seem to believe that the Messiah's name is Jesus. Think about it now. We have people that have teachings, that have the websites, they have their own congregations. There's a large organization that they have congregations in most of the cities. Excuse me one second. I might even cut this part out of the video. I always cough when I get to this part. You know why? Because Satan is mad. Whenever I talk about this, Satan tries to make me cough. Because this is going to be viewed by millions of viewers. So I'm going to just stop for 1 second. And I just want Satan to know that he's defeated, because this truth has to be told. And the teachers are not telling it. The preachers are not telling it for the most part. The rabbis are not telling it. And even the Muslims are not telling it. Incidentally, I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. I am a covenant-keeping Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew Israelite is my nationality. If you want to give me a religion, I am a covenant keeper. Everything that the Most High said from cover to cover, I'm a covenant keeper. That's my religion. Thank you. Now, let me get back. 1611 King James, authorized King James version. See if you can get that on the tape. See that? Now, this is the original King James version of the Bible. This one here is a later edition. This one in particular is called the Key Study, Hebrew and Greek Key Study Bible, which basically is the King James version in the 1700s. Now, this one was made first. This one came from this one. Okay? I'm going to give you a little quick crash course. The Bible was not written in English. This is an elementary video. It's called 101. Because those of you that I have watched my other teachings. Just kind of bear with me on this one. You don't have to watch this video if you don't desire to. But this is elementary because I have to do this for those that are a little slow. Okay. The Bible was not originally written in English. And I find it amazing that there are teachers who've been teaching for years think the Bible was written in English and we speak English, so we're going to read it from English. Brothers and sisters, the Bible was not written in English. The original whole script of the Bible was originally written in Hebrew. Alright? Actually, the Paleo script for that matter. Now, I'm saying from cover to cover, from Genesis to Matthew's. Now, let me just show you something. This Bible has 66 books. This Bible has over 80 books, right? This Bible was the original Bible that King James translated. It has what's called the Apocryphal books. This Bible doesn't have the Apocryphal books. This Bible only has 66. In this Bible, you have about 300 or 400 years of missing history. In this Bible here, you have a continuous story that flows directly up into the time of the birth of the Messiah. Now, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to go straight to the point. I want you to go to the bookstore and get this King James 1611 edition. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But first, I want to say this. We have teachers that have this foolish teaching that says that the Father's name was Jesus. How stupid can you be, brothers and sisters? The Father didn't speak English. English wasn't around when the Father told the prophet Moshe what his name was. All right, now, look at me close as I share this with you and I prepare to close this video out. In this 1611, the name Jesus is not there. The name Jesus is not in the 1611 edition, the original King James. What name was there? Okay, it was the name I-E-S-O-U-S, Iesus. So the Messiah's name in the prior to this modern King James version was Iesus. Now we know that wasn't his name. Okay, now if you say that the Messiah's name is Jesus, somebody better tell King James, because he thought the Messiah's name was Iesus. Now you've been calling on Jesus for the past however old you are, at least 100 years or less. So in the 1600s and the 1700s, it wasn't until almost the 1800s that the name was changed to Jesus. The I became a J in the English translation. So now, as I close, I just want to say, if you don't believe I'm telling you the truth, get a 1611 King James, the 1611 edition, and look at it. And go to Matthew chapter 1, and it will tell you his name was not Jesus. His name was Iesus. And Iesus goes back to Isis in Egypt, which is the Egyptian fertility deity. Okay? Iesus goes back to Isis. On the communion table, probably at your church, if you look at the communion table, you'll see this symbol IHS, which stands for Isis, Horus, and Seb, or Seth. That's what those initials stand for. The Messiah's name was never Jesus. His name was never Iesus. His name was not the Latin Jesus, or Jesus for that matter. The Greeks worshipped Zeus, and Zeus was their god. And when they got a hold of the scriptures, they translated the scriptures and substituted. It's not a language issue. It's a substitution. Jesus is not a transliteration. It's a substitution. They substituted a foreign deity and put his name in the scriptures in place of the Messiah. So check it out and holler back at me. Until next time, may the blessing of the Most High be with you. Shalom, shalom, shalom.